Writing a script for your video content can be a great way to start feeling more comfortable on camera. Whoa, that was rough, right? Sounding robotic while reading a script is pretty normal. So how do we overcome this? Well, lucky for you, I have a couple tricks up my sleeve that we're gonna cover in today's video. Before we get started, I would love to know, what is your biggest struggle when it comes to creating video content? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're ready to create converting video content that brings sales into your business on autopilot, make sure you click the link below this video to sign up for my free masterclass. The first thing that I want to mention is that being on video is a lot like being an actor or giving a speech when you're on stage. Would you ever walk into a room to give a presentation without first going through your notes or practicing your presentation? Or how do you think an actor would do if they walked onto set without looking at their lines first? It probably wouldn't go very well, right? So why do we think differently with video? Why do we think that we can hit the record button without practicing our outline or reviewing our scripts first? If you've written out your full script for your video and you're using a teleprompter, this doesn't mean that you can skip the process of reviewing your scripts. Just because you are reading your script from a teleprompter doesn't mean you're going to sound natural while reading it. You need to have a really good idea of the material that you're going to cover and just use the teleprompter as a guide to help you if you get caught up in your words. The next thing that's going to help you not sound robotic is to make sure that you're reading your script out loud. This is super important and something that a lot of people don't do when practicing their scripts. Do you remember when you were in school and your teachers would tell you to read your essay or your presentation out loud to catch any grammatical errors that you might have, or to help your body language, or to help you feel more comfortable while giving your presentation? Turns out there was a reason for that. It's very similar to why you need to read your script out loud. When writing your scripts, you want to write it in the same way that you talk. This is going to make you sound a lot more natural, and it's also going to make your audience feel like you're just having a conversation with them. So by reading your script out loud ahead of time, you're gonna catch any grammatical errors that you might have, or any weird phrases that might sound funny if you were having a conversation with someone. You really don't wanna be in the middle of filming and having your script come across the teleprompter and a sentence not making sense and it makes you stop and freeze, because it's really gonna cut off the flow of your video. And it's also going to make the process take a lot longer because you're gonna have to continually stop, read the sentence, figure out what sounded weird about the sentence, and then try to piecemeal it all together. Whereas if you would have just practiced your script ahead of time, you would have caught those things, and then when you were filming, it would go more smoothly because you actually understand the flow and things make sense in a conversational manner. Another pro tip is to actually read your script out loud in front of a mirror. This way you're able to see the facial expressions that you have while you're reading your script, and you're also able to see your body language and what you're doing with your hands. Because there really is something said about when you're giving off the energy that you want your audience to feel. When you're using your hands, your audience is going to feel that energy that you're giving off. So you want to make sure you're not standing like a stiff board in front of the camera. You want to make sure you're having energy and you're feeling relaxed and comfortable and really having that conversation with your audience on the other side of the screen. Another really great option is to do some test shots. So pick a couple lines from your script, set up your camera, and record yourself saying those lines. This is going to help you see how you act behind the camera, because it's very different when you're saying it to another person or you're saying it to a mirror than it is when you're behind the camera, because you might feel a little bit intimidated, you might have some bad habits that you need to fix, you might look a little bit awkward. So by doing these test shots, you're able to see how you connect with the camera or how you connect with your audience, right, on the other side of the camera, so that you can fix those little things before you actually sit down to film the full thing. Finally, you want to make sure you're projecting a lot of energy. We talked about this a little bit before, right? You don't want to be rigid, but you really want to make sure that your energy is coming across the screen, because your audience can really feel that from you. We have probably all sat through presentations where the speaker was super monotone, or they didn't move, they had no facial expressions, and it really didn't make us want to continue watching, right? So we want to make sure we're avoiding that in our video content. To help you get that energy, try thinking about your audience. Try thinking about how you want them to feel while they're watching your video. What points do you want to get across to them? How do you want this content to change their life or change their business? Think about what this content could mean for them and your why behind your business in general. What are you passionate about, and why are you so passionate about speaking it? When you can really think about those things in the back of your head, it's going to help you project that while presenting your information. Now, if you're feeling uncomfortable about getting behind the camera, here are a couple fun things to help you get in the right frame of mind before filming. You could drink some coffee, water, tea, whatever's your jam. You could put on some music, have a little dance party, exercise, go for a walk, play with your kids, whatever works for you to get you in a really good mood, to bring that energy up so that when you're on camera, you're at your best and you're ready to perform, right? Just like an actor or just like a presenter going on stage in front of a bunch of people, you want to be at your best. So at this point, you're probably wondering, okay, that's great. Do I create a whole written out script, or can I just create an outline? And that's a very common question. So make sure you head back to last week's video where I actually go through the differences of creating a whole script versus just an outline to see which one might work for you. I'll make sure to link it in the YouTube cards about this video as well for you. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos on this channel. Also, if you love this content and you think other people would benefit from it, make sure you share it on your social media channels and tag me at Wanderman Creative. We'll catch you next week.